thank you so much for getting on the call tonight. It's going to be slightly different because I wanted to share some helpful information um, that I get a lot of questions about rank advancement and compensation plan and strong leg, weak leg, right leg, left leg. And I know it can be a little confusing. And I know that uh, a lot of you, there are lots of different, like if you search in YouTube, there are definitely YouTube videos and there's videos in the Coach Online office. But I wanted to touch upon it tonight, just about how it kind of affects our team as a whole. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit more for those of you that have been on our power hours before. I'm going to do a little bit more teaching and talking in the beginning, and then we'll do more assignments towards the end. Okay, and please feel free. I'm going to share my screen, so I'm not going to be able to see you guys anymore. If you have a question, I'll stop after each slide. So if you have a question, just unmute yourself and ask. Okay, so as we go, rather than waiting to the end, because sometimes it's helpful when we're looking at the visual that we're talking about. So I'll kind of stop at the end of each slide to make sure I get any questions if we have any. All right, good? Okay, all right. So let me just get rid of the video panel. Okay, so nothing's being blocked in our recording. Okay, so thank you again for those of you that you're on your first power hour. This is like, I just describe it as a working meeting. So a time for myself and other leaders on our team to kind of share ideas with you and things that we're doing to help grow our businesses. And we basically give those ideas to you, and then we get time to work on them as well. So we will get to those, but I kind of wanted to go over all of this stuff in the beginning. Okay, so you probably, I know a good bit of you saw my video that I posted. I guess it might have been like 2 weeks ago or so, about shooting for elite for our team. And like I mentioned in the video, this is completely a team thing. This is not a me thing whatsoever. This is something we do together as a team. And, I want to help all of you grow your businesses, especially if that's what you're looking to do. And in the process of us working together as a team, we have the ability to become elite. And elite is just, basically one of the top teams in the network. It just shows that really we are working together, we are building our businesses together, and doing great things, because we know with building our businesses and all the advancements that come with it and everything, it basically boils down to one thing, and that is the lives that we are changing. That's what our business is based on. So anytime that we succeed in our businesses, it's just a direct reflection of that. And that's kind of what I'm going to get into tonight. So I just wanted to, and I feel like as a newer coach, and even as I was kind of moving along in my business, I didn't really get any of this, and I didn't really learn about it. And I think it's helpful to just be aware of it. And that's why I felt like this was some important information to go over tonight. So what you see is the Elite Report, and I did post this in our team page. This shows, once you're a diamond coach, this is available in the online office for you the second Friday of the month. And so we have a couple other coaches on the team as well that are receiving these. They used to be emailed to you, but now you can just get them in the back office. So you can see at the top that our team is ranked 894. And actually, I just saw if you're in the Beachbody Champions page, which if you're not, definitely look it up, because they were talking about how basically I saw that the number of coaches is creeping up to 500,000, which is incredible. So if you're not in that group, it's a great resource. So search Beachbody Champions. But so 894th out of almost 500,000 coaches, that's I think that's a pretty big deal. So great job to all of you. It shows at the time what your paid rank is. And then if you look at ATV, that is the total volume of our team from last year. So that 195,067, that's last year's total volume. So then it shows the current year's volume, and it's at 113. And the reason why they have that is because for every 10,000 volume points that you go over last year's, that you get 1 point. So doesn't seem like a ton, but so like once our team hits 205,067, that is when we will start getting a point. And for every 10,000 volume points, we will get a point thereafter. So that goes to show you that's a whole team effort right there. Also going into elite, you have to personally sponsor at least 2 diamonds in the year that your team is working towards that. And as of right now, I have 2 new diamonds, but you also have to be a 5-star diamond team. So so technically I finished the year at we had a 2-star diamond team. So that there would have to be 3 more diamonds on our team. And then if you see at the bottom, then it shows the actual points. And the difference between Premier and Elite is for a Premier team, you would have to be a 2-star diamond team. And for Elite, you have to be a 5-star diamond team. So the ATV points, obviously there's no points there because we're not at the 205,000 yet. Personally sponsored Coach PV, and I kind of talked about this in the video, that's my personally sponsored coaches in 2016. And then personally sponsored Coach Success Club points, that's depending on coaches hitting Success Club that are my personally sponsored coaches from last year and this year. And then it also, me hitting Success Club plays into effect with that as well. So that's where it comes up with a total of 24 points. And as you can see, it kind of gives you a gauge on where the 200th coach is. It shows you that the 200th coach has 51 points. So that's just kind of a little rundown on Premier or Elite, but it's just something to have in the back of your mind because I know that we will have lots of coaches on our team working towards that with their own teams as we continue to grow and grow. Any questions about that before we move on? Remember, I can't see you, so you can just unmute yourself if you do. Okay. All right, so here's a quick look at our ranks. And, you know, some of this is going to be, some of you are going to be well aware of this, and some of you are, this is going to be new to you. So this kind of just shows rate. It doesn't show a coach. Obviously, if you are a brand new coach and you don't have any personally sponsored coaches underneath you, then you are at the coach level. Once you have 2 personally sponsored coaches, a coach on your left leg and a coach on your right leg, you are an Emerald coach. But keep in mind that you have to have 2 active coaches. So this is something that some people don't realize, that when you have a coach that signs up with, if maybe they bought a challenge pack at the beginning of the month and then towards the end of the month they decide to become a coach, or they decide to become a coach the next month. And when they initially sign up, you see that inactive status. I know I get that question a lot. That's just because they need to have the volume transferred over to them. So once you fill out the form for their $39.95 to be reimbursed, and it asks you if they've had a HD order within the past 31 days, you can click yes or no. Most of the time, well, lately, I feel like for me, it's been yes. So then that volume gets transferred over to them, or you just might have to wait until maybe their next Shakeology order goes through, and then they would become an active coach. So I've had that question before. So you need to make sure that both of your coaches would be active to be Emerald. So the next one is Ruby, and not a lot of coaches actually attain Ruby. A lot of them skip over to Diamond, but for Ruby, you have to have 4 coaches total, so 2 on each leg, and 2 of the coaches, 1 on each leg, you can see are green, meaning that they are Emerald. Okay, so 2 emeralds, 1 emerald on each leg, and you have 4 total coaches, 2 on each leg. So it has to be really evened out right there. And then for Diamond Coach, same as Ruby, but only you can see that there are 2 coaches on each leg added. So 4 more total coaches, 8 total coaches for Diamond. And then a Star Diamond, you have to have 5 on each leg, and one of those on each leg has to be at least 1 emerald on one leg, and the other would be a diamond. So that's how you would achieve diamond. But if you look at the bottom, as you move up in rank, your PV can increase too. So an active coach is blue, and that's 50 PV. An active emerald coach has to have 50 PV, and a ruby would have to have 75, and a diamond 100. And that's not just your volume. That's that's volume coming from any of your customers as well. All right, any questions about those?
I have a question.
Sure.
I don't know if it's a dumb question, but what is
questions are dumb? Is this Jackie?
Yes.
Okay.
What's on the left leg and right leg? Like, what does that mean?
That just, you have in your business, you have a left leg and a right leg. So when you're in your online office and you go to like my business and your preferred placement, you're going to be placing coaches on your left leg and your right leg. And that's just a way to even out your coaches and to achieve these different ranks. And what I'm going to show you eventually is how you can, the benefits of achieving these ranks, and how the reason why you have them is you can actually earn cycle bonuses, and it plays along with the rank advancing as well.
Okay.
Does that kind of help answer your question?
Yeah, a little bit. I'll look in there too. And
Okay, well, keep following along in this. I think it'll help you understand more why there is a left and a right leg, and one's considered strong and one's considered weak.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Okay, any other questions? Okay. All right, so the first, big, milestone in your business is achieving Emerald rank. And that's a big deal because you are now growing your own team, and you have 1 coach on your left leg and 1 coach on your right leg. And remember, this has to be personally sponsored coaches, because this is another question I get. Sometimes if you look in your online office, you will notice that there are coaches that might be placed underneath you. And that is because a coach above you on the same leg signed up a coach. And it basically ends up just going all the way down to the bottom of like whoever was signed up, whoever was signed up last, it just goes underneath them if it's on that leg. So you basically, the coaches above you can sign up coaches underneath you, and they will help with what is called your team cycle bonuses, which is coming up. But it does not count towards your rank. So the coaches that are underneath you for your rank have to be personally sponsored coaches, if that makes sense. So for Emerald, you need you plus 2 personally sponsored coaches, 1 on each leg. And here are the benefits. This is so right now, when you're a coach, you're earning from commission only. And that is coming from you know, the people that are purchasing items off of you. So you're just getting strictly commission from that. But when you start growing a team, you have the ability to earn team cycle bonuses. And that's what we're going to take a look at next. You can have your volume carry over from week to week. A big thing is that you're eligible for customer leads and you're eligible for Success Club leads. And the difference between that is customer leads come to Team Beachbody or Beachbody and they might just sign up for a free account, or they might just purchased a program or something like that, and they do it without having a coach. So those people are assigned to coaches. In order to get those customer leads, you have to have Success Club 5 the month prior. And what's nice about that is that you have the ability to reach out to them, connect with them on Facebook. In the past, I've had customer leads turn into customers that have purchased challenge packs and gotten in challenge groups and things like that. So that's nice. It's basically just a connection for you, a contact for you, someone to help that is just given to you. And you already know that they're looking to do something with their health and fitness journey and reach some sort of goals because they came to the Beachbody website on their own. The Success Club leads are nice because you get people that come to the website that are trying to purchase, that do purchase Shakeology or a challenge pack or Ultimate Reset, and you actually get, for the customer leads, you do not get the commission. But for Success Club leads, again, you get that free contact again, but you get the commission from it, which is very nice. Another thing that often happens is you do not get Success Club points for that initial purchase. However, if they purchase just a one-time bag or box of Shakeology and then they decide to continue and purchase it on HD the next time, then you do receive the Success Club points. So I've gotten Success Club points that way a lot of times. But the way you get Success Club leads, and you can see at the bottom, is Success Club 10 the month prior. But just something to keep in mind. I've had to remind people in the past because these, you know, like I said, all this information is available in training in the online office. I just thought it was helpful for all of us to go over it together. That you do need to make sure that you have at least a before picture and your bio done in your Team Beachbody profile. And in order to get the Success Club leads, you do need to have, obviously, a Success Club 10 the month prior, and you do need to have a club membership. So that's something to keep in mind for those of you that are Emerald and shooting for those leads. Okay, so any questions about Emerald? Okay. All right, so when I talk about team cycle bonus, for each cycle that you make, for Emerald, you get $14 per cycle, Ruby $16 per cycle, and Diamond $18 per cycle. So it increases as you move up in your rank. And here's an example of a team cycle. And this is just, you know, obviously as your numbers grow, they can get a lot larger, but this is just a simple example. So as you can see, this coach is an Emerald coach. You can see that because at the top it's green, and it doesn't necessarily tell me which coaches are her personally sponsored coaches and which coaches are not her personally sponsored coaches, but it doesn't matter because any coach underneath her is going to count towards her cycle bonuses. So you can see that on her left leg, the team volume is 540, and on her right leg, the team volume is 200. And so that would make her left leg her strong leg and her right leg her weak leg. So when you hear left and right, strong and weak, that's basically what it means. So the strong leg has more volume on it than the other. And your strong leg and weak leg might be different from another coach because it all depends on your placement from your upline coach. So for example, mine is actually the opposite of this. My right leg is my strong leg. And the reason why my right leg is my strong leg is because that's where my uplaying coach had placed me, and any coaches that she places underneath me and then they place, like, that leg is being built by other coaches above us on our team. But on my left leg, it is strictly my coaches and me just building that other leg. So that's what makes the difference between the strong leg and the weak leg. So if you look here where it says 540 and 200, in order to make one complete cycle, it's basically a 2-to-1 ratio. You have to have, and you can see in the red, 200 team volume to 100 team volume. So that 2-to-1 ratio means one cycle. And then again, since there's 540, so you would just subtract 200, that means that there would still be 340 left. So you could take out another 200 team volume and another 100, and you can see what's remaining, 140 and then 0. So there's 2 cycle bonuses. So this particular coach would actually get $28 in addition to the commission, the retail commission from the items that she sold that week. So this seems, small at first, just with $14 and $14 just, cycling twice in this particular example, but it really adds up as your team grows and you can cycle a whole lot more than just 2 times. And what's great about this is that 140 team volume, it carries over to next week. So you don't lose that 140. As long as you're an active coach, you don't lose that. Then it carries over to the following week. So if you continuously have extra, it just keeps on moving over to the next week to enable you to cycle more and more and more as you move on and as your volume grows. Does that make sense? And there is actually the video that made so much sense to me was the video that Michael Neiman does. And he's actually using superhero figures, and that is in the Coach Online office under the News and Training tab. So if you want more information about that, you can check out that video he did. I'm not sure how many of you guys have watched it. Hopefully, especially some of you that have been around for a while, hopefully you've watched that. But any questions? Okay. All right, so before you worry about making your weak leg stronger and stacking, because eventually you're going to want to add more coaches to your weak leg if you're focusing on those cycle bonuses and that income. This just is a good visual of a solid diamond business and kind of a goal for you, especially if you are working towards diamond. So I mentioned before that you needed 1 emerald on each leg and 4 coaches total on each leg, so 8 total coaches. But as you can see, just to make a solid diamond business so you're not like falling in and out of diamond, it shows you right here, there are 6 coaches on each leg and 2 emeralds on each side. So that's just something to work towards. And then once you're there and you have that solid diamond business and you don't have to worry about dropping in and out, then you can worry about building your weak leg so you have more cycle bonuses. Okay, and I actually put this visual, if you guys didn't see, I added a photo album just with some good training visuals from calls and whatnot that I thought were helpful. So if you look on our team page and look at the photo albums, you'll see a whole photo album with a bunch of visuals like this, but this is one of them in there. Okay, and then this just is, this is not mine. This was just something I pulled. You can see how as your team is getting bigger and growing, you can see that the first row shows retail commissions. So that would just be from, your Shakeology sales or challenge packs, whatever it might be. That's your retail commission. Subscription commission, that's from people who have club memberships. And then look at that team bonus number. You can see where that can grow as your team grows and your volume grows. And then the matching bonus, you'll see I put at the bottom, Ruby coaches get a 5% matching bonus and Diamond coaches get a 10% matching bonus. So if you have any coaches who are emeralds or rubies or diamonds and they are getting their cycle bonuses, you actually get a 5% or 10% matching bonus from what you get. So for example, let's say it's just easiest. Let's say a diamond coach cycles 18 times and gets $180, or sorry, 10 times and gets $180. Then you would get $18 from that coach as part of the matching bonus. So you can see as your team is growing and your coaches' businesses are growing, that amount can grow as well. And then I don't know if you saw this, some of you, this was in, Jennifer Greenberg had posted this. This is just the newest statement of Team Beachbody earnings. This is just the latest from 2015. And there are just some facts at the top. So of those coaches that have rank advanced in 2015, 74% are emerald and only 22.2% are diamond or above. So once you get to diamond rank, you really are part of, you're really a leader and becoming a leadership rank. Additional leadership bonuses are available to coaches who achieve certain star diamond qualifications. And diamond coaches, you can see, make 4.5 times what emerald coaches make on average, which is pretty crazy. So that's the biggest thing that stands out in this visual. You can see that the average earning for an emerald coach is $3,100, and then the average earning for a diamond coach is $14,000, and this is yearly. Okay, and you can see that there's the low earnings and the high earnings for all of them, but that's a significant difference between the two of those. Okay, and then I just wanted to touch upon this too really quick, just to see the really what can really be involved in the compensation plan with Beachbody. Once you become 2-star or above, you get to be in these star diamond bonus polls, and they basically Beachbody sets 2% of the total company BV, which is paid quarterly to active and qualified star diamond coaches. So it's the 2% is split. You can see 0.5% for 2-star, half for 5-star, half for 10-star, and half 15-star. And those numbers are split between however many 2-star diamond coaches are, however many 5-star, however many 10-star, and however many 15-star in that bonus period. And this just gives you an idea of, this was the last, but this past quarter's bonus pool. So if you were a 2-star diamond coach, you got $798.49. If you were a 5-star diamond, you got $2,400 and the $798. And obviously it's more for 5-star because there are less 5-star diamond coaches. There's more money for 10-star because there are less 10-star. And then the superstar, which is 15-star, which is like blows my mind, basically is the most, obviously, because there's not very many of them. And for those 15-star diamond coaches, they're actually getting all of those. So they're getting that total number at the bottom, which is absolutely insane. But so you can see what the possibility is. And once you are 2-star diamond, that's when you get the bonus polls. And you can also open a second business center, which, so now, once I hit 2-star diamond at the end of the year, I was able to open a second business center. So basically I have my second business center I opened under my weak leg, which is pretty cool that Beachbody enables you to do that. So I'm able to work on building that weak leg as well, to help with those cycle bonuses. So the whole point is just that there is just so much potential to the growth of your team. So this is a big thing that I did not realize whenever I was, a newer coach, that for Star Diamond qualifications, they have a 6-week qualification period. So basically, when our team was qualifying for, 1 star and then 2 star and then 3 star, all of the coaches that are diamonds that are holding that qualification have to hold that qualification for those 6 weeks together. And so that means that, all of their active coaches, all of those emerald coaches, a big majority of the team plays a huge part in that. Because, in some instances, there are been times when, maybe an active coach goes inactive, or an emerald coach goes inactive, or one of the emerald coaches goes inactive. There's like so many pieces to the puzzle that makes it happen. So really, it is such a team effort. So when I put that quote up, we're all in this together, it truly is. We're all in this together. That makes up our team and helping each other with our businesses and helping us achieve those goals together. So, and we don't really go over compensation and money. Like, I'm definitely not one to talk about money and compensation, because that really is not my driving motivation. And I know that it is not necessarily driving motivation for many of us, because I know so many of us have gotten into this business for the reason that we have the ability to change lives, or our lives have been changed. And so that's, and what, like I mentioned before, when I was talking about our team becoming elite, it is all completely a reflection of the lives that we are changing, and truly the ability of our team to work together. And that's why I put that quote up there: teamwork makes the dream work. So okay, this brings us into our Power Hour activities. So sorry I told you that you were going to listen to me talk a little bit longer. But this was perfect, and I'm so glad Meredith and Megan are both on the call. At least they were before. I can't see you guys right now, but I saw this, Meredith, and I had to use it because I just loved it so much. And this is, yes, all that, the ranks, the compensation, everything is wonderful. I mean, it's amazing that we actually have the ability to earn that and grow our businesses like that. But what it all comes down to is situations exactly like this. So Meredith posted this last night, and I just thought it was perfect to go along with what we were talking about tonight and what our assignments are going to be tonight. So I hope you don't mind, Meredith. I loved this and I had to share it. And if you can read through it, I'm not going to read through the whole thing, but, Meredith opens up about, how this opportunity has, changed her life. She is a mom of 2 adorable girls, and if you're in any challenge groups with her, you have seen her post with her girls, getting them involved. She's an amazing mom, and what I loved about this was, if you look at the bottom left, it says, my friend Megan had been messaging me for quite a while about Beachbody and the benefits of Shakeology. It took me a while, but I finally made the time to talk with her and I signed up. And then at the bottom right, she says, so thankful for Megan Roberts for not giving up on me and reaching out to me as much as you did. Couldn't do it without you. And I thought this was amazing, because so many of us get frustrated if we, and I've been there too, if we invite someone and they tell us no. And some of us want to give up. Some of us do give up. It gets frustrating when we hear that no, but it's those of us that continue to persist and believe in this opportunity and believe what the products can do for people to really continue to, you know, keep in contact with that person, keep posting consistently on social media because people definitely watching what you're doing, and just showing up every single day and continuing to follow up with those people and get in contact with them again. So I think that this is just a great example, and I know there are so many of us that had coaches that, you know, stuck with us and didn't give up on us, and we eventually signed up as coaches. There are not many of us that sign up immediately. However, Megan is one of them. Megan Roberts is one of them who signed up and went all in right away. Okay. So this is your Power Hour assignment, and I gave you another example because I did one yesterday as well, and I'll post both of these in the album I was just talking about, so you'll be able to see the text in there as well. But I would like to create a Facebook post to share about why you're a coach and what has changed since you have become one. Oh, and there's a typo, sorry. And then I suggested, I mean, you don't have to, but I'll tell you why, to post this tomorrow evening at 7:30. And the reason why I say to post this tomorrow evening at 7:30 is because that's like a prime time. Monday through, well, I should say Sunday through Thursday evening is usually a great time to post. But sometimes if you start to get too late in the evening, you know, Facebook just has such weird ways of deciding how many people are going to get to see your posts and whatnot. So you have to kind of try to time things right. And I'm not sure if everyone always thinks about that, but in the evening, you know, between 6 and 8, I would say is a really good time to post Sunday through Thursday. So that's why I suggested tomorrow evening at 7:30 to post it. So don't post it tonight because it, you know, might be later tonight. So try to really put some thought into this now, and that's what I'm going to give you time to work on and have this ready to post tomorrow evening. And you can see just some of the things that I wrote in mine about how what I've gained from this opportunity. And I just mentioned in the beginning, you know, because people just assume that, you know, we're just like obsessed with working out and drinking Shakeology, but obviously we all know that there's a lot more to this than just doing the workouts and drinking our shakes. So you can see the information that I included in mine. So feel free to use mine to help you come up with one. And then I always suggest using a picture of yourself or you with kids or with your family or significant other, just because it's going to be something that is going to catch people's attention. All right, so I'm finally going to stop talking. Thank you for bearing with me. And I'm going to post those in the group, and I'm actually going to give you guys 10 minutes to work on this. Okay? Any questions? All right, you good? Okay. All right, go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen one more time. Promise not to talk as much this time. Okay. So our next assignment. So and the reason why I went over all of that stuff in the beginning was just because of all the questions I've gotten about it, and just it being good to know um, of what is possible and what you can work towards. But also, hopefully, to encourage you to kind of get out of your comfort zone a little bit and invite to the coaching opportunity. I know this was the hardest thing for me to do as a new coach, or even, I mean, to be honest with you, it took me a while to get comfortable, but that is why hopefully you find information like this on our Power Hours helpful for you, ideas of posts and messages to send to people to get, and just the fact that we have our coach opportunity calls and open houses and things. But the more that we are inviting to this opportunity, the more coaches that we can have on our team, that we are all working together for our mission of helping people live healthy, fulfilling lives. And obviously, it just works. The more we have on our team, the more people that we are helping, and the more lives that we are changing. So, this is your second assignment for tonight. And this is just trying to help you think outside of the box a little bit of who to invite. So we have our coach opportunity call that I mentioned earlier in the week, that is on Thursday, tomorrow. No, not tomorrow, 2 days from now, Thursday evening at 9 p.m. Eastern. One of our diamond coaches, Diana, is actually going to be doing the call this time. And so this is just a different way to go about it, thinking about who you can invite. So I'm suggesting that you invite at least 4 people, and I broke them down. The first one is one of your challengers, and this is probably the easiest person to invite to the coach opportunity call. So I just made up a name, made up an example message that you could send. So, hi, Kara, how are you? How do you like the 21-day fix? I have loved your participation in our challenge group. You have been so motivating to all of us. My team is having a coach opportunity call on Thursday at 9 p.m. I would love for you to just hear about what I do as a coach. There are no obligations. I think you would make a great coach. Are you free? So obviously that's an easy one. Someone that's involved in your challenge groups, they kind of know what you are doing as a coach. So that should be probably the easiest. The second, and you'll notice some parts of the message are similar. Second person is someone um, someone loves health and fitness. So, hi, Kara, how are you? I've been loving all your posts. So, I've been thinking about you. I know how passionate you are about health and fitness. My team is, and this is where it repeats, my team is having a coach opportunity call on Thursday at 9 p.m. I would love for you to just hear about what I do as a coach. There are no obligations. I think you would make a great coach. Are you free? All right, then someone who does a lot of motivational posts, because we know as coaches, we are people that are encouraging people, motivating people. That's a big part of our job. So this one, I changed it a little bit. I said, I've been loving all your uplifting posts. They always put a smile on my face. And when I mention it, I said, there are no obligations, but I said, you already motivate so many people. I think you would make a great coach. Are you free? So I changed that one up a little bit. And then the last one is someone who just might need something positive in their life. They might need to surround themselves with positive people. Maybe they have a job that they're unhappy with, and need a job that they can focus on the positive things. So for this person, um, I didn't mention the post in the beginning. I just personalized it. Hi, how are you? How's your family doing? I hope you are all doing great. Um, And then I added the same about I'm thinking about you and about the coach opportunity call. I would love for you just to hear what I do as a coach. There are no obligations. And then I added, it has brought so much joy and positivity to my life. I think you would love it. Are you free? So you can take these posts. Obviously, you might have different people in mind. These posts might not be, or excuse me, these messages might not be exactly what you can write to the people that you have in mind, but this gives you a really great start. So try to think of one of your challengers, someone you know that loves health and fitness, someone who does a lot of motivational posts, and someone who needs something positive in their life. Okay? Any questions about that? Okay, and I'm going to post those examples in our team page right now. Okay, so you have 5 minutes this time. Ready? Go. Okay. Time is up. I know we went over a lot of information tonight. Hopefully you found it helpful and just got an idea of what what you're capable of, what we as a team are capable of doing, and the difference we can truly make together. And that's a big point I kind of wanted to get across. And how many of you are reading Girl Code or read Girl Code? I know you recommended or have the book to read, whatever. Okay. I feel like that relates. I don't know, for those of you, I think everyone that started reading it has really enjoyed it. It seems like from posts I've seen, but it just makes me think of our team so much. And obviously, most of us are women. We pretty much everyone on here is women, and we work with a lot of women on our team. And I just think it's tremendous what we can do together. Yes, it's our own business. You have the ability to do what you want with this business, but we also have each other too, to make amazing things happen. So thank you so much for getting on the call. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions at all, if anyone wants to ask anything now, does anyone have any questions right now at all? Okay, keep up the amazing work in our Coaches Challenge group. You guys are awesome. You're off to a great start, but let's make a conscious effort to keep the momentum going. Just like we know, let's all be perfect challengers, just like we know with our challenge groups, you know how it starts to die down? Let's not be those challengers, okay? Let's go the whole 4 weeks. Sound good? Okay. All right, you guys are awesome. Have a wonderful night. Bye.
Bye. Thanks.
Thanks, boss. Bye.
Bye.